Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do a flip through of all the pages that I've done since the last time I did one of these. I have quite a few books here, so I'm going to set up the camera so we can go through each one of these books. They all have a little tag in it and we will be able to tell you what I used on the pages and show you the pages that I did. Okay, these are in no order. I just pulled out all the ones that I've done since the last flip through of all my colored pages. So they're all mixed up from any kind of order they be in. They are all on YouTube. There may even be pictures that you don't see that were on Instagram because I only went off of YouTube what I did. And there's plenty of them here. It's got a little ridiculous. I think I kind of went a longer time between doing these, so sorry about that. So the first book we have here is Magical Season, and there's the name. This probably was one of the last pages I've done. So, yep, it is. It's a little squirrel page. Get rid of the little tag there. We did this with polychromos. I don't even have the lights on. Sorry, I'm not altogether in my head here, but you can see the sparkle on the page. That is stickles. The background in here is done with distress ink, and everything else is done with the polychromos. So that's our little squirrel page. And like I said, I got all the pictures that I've done off of YouTube, so if you wanted to look them up, just go to the book cover name here and you can find it on my YouTube channel. So that's page number 1. Then I did a page in the nice Little Town Halloween by Tatiana Boginia. I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly, I know. And we did this page here. Had a lot of fun with this one. So we did this with polychromos, distress ink. We used some of the Turner acrylic paints that I got to do the grass down here, and of course you can tell that we're all shiny in this book too because we put stickles all over everything. Yeah, it was a real fun page to do, so I enjoyed that one. Then I got this beautiful book here, Roomy Charm Colors by Susan Carlson. This is the artist edition that comes with the spiral binding. And I did 2 pages in here. Let's see if we can get to it. It's a new book. It's in here. There it is. The owl page. Did this with polychromos and a lot of, not Poscats, the Signo, you know. Just get it out here. Hopefully, here we go. This one. Uniball Signo pen, white gel pen for all the little extra white bits in here. And we did use a little tiny bit of Tombow and probably some distress ink on this also. And we did this one here too. And this one was done also with polychromos, probably some Tombow pens. I'm pretty sure that's distress ink in the background, and we have sparkles all over this one also, on all the little fishy tails. I don't know if you can see those. There we go. So yeah, this is stickles. I have 2 stickles that I use. This one I believe was the Stardust one that has a little bit more blue in it. And then I use one that's called Diamonds and it has the gold in it. Okay. This one is the Mice Before Christmas coloring book. And it's a hardback one. I did the very first page to test out what I can use on this paper here. Polychromos distress ink was used in these little areas, so I colored the mice with the distress ink and then added a little bit of pencil work around on the outfits and such there. So I know that both of those work and it doesn't bleed through. You do want to put another piece of paper in here because if you press hard on this side, you could lift some of this black. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's going to be a fun book to put color in. Then we did A Page in Rose and Her Friends by Evelyn. You can see the name there. And we did one page in here. Okay, it's the one with the cat. There we go. This one. Did this in polychromos. Let me check. I may have gotten, yeah, I did a little Copic on her. When you use the Copics, it will actually pick up the black from the background, and you can see that coming through. So that was a little difficult for me to cover up, but we'd managed, and we got a cute little kitty cat out of it. So I love that page too. A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. And I did one in the back here. This little witchy. Polychromos and stickles, if you can tell by the shine on the page. But that one turned out really cute. Kind of your non-Halloween colors, but I just love how that one turned out. Mythographic Color and Discover Enchanted Castles by Fabiano. There we go. Fabiana and something. I am not good with names. So we did this one. We did this with Color Soft Polychromos and Derwent drawing pencils. So we just threw the Derwent line on here with the Faber-Castell line of pencils. And there we go. It's got sparkle all over it too. And this is the diamond one. But that was a lot of fun to do too. And then we have one in Ken Masuda's coloring book. And I did the little birdie in the back. This one here. This one I did with Polychromos and Distress ink. The whole background is done in the inking, and I probably put inking on the bird. But the rest of it's done with pencils. I may have even inked everything first and then put pencil on it. I'm not sure, this one was done a while back. But if you wanted to see it, it's on the YouTube channel under Ken Masuda's coloring book. Okay, then we have the Asian book by Rita Berman. And we did the train station here. The cute little kitty cat. These are done with the Color Soft, Derwent Color Softs. They worked really nice in here. And then I did a little bit of a inking background in the background. And we have the stickles on here too. And this is the gold colored diamond stickles. And it turned out really cute. Title of this book. Hold on. Okay, this one is called Draw You in My Mind. And there's another book in this series, but this is the second one. And we did 2 pages in here. Wizard of Oz. The background is done in Distress ink. Everything else should be done in the Polychromos. And you can see the bleed through here. That's the Copics. So, no glitter on this page. These I like to do without that. There is highlights and stuff done with gel pens, though. Okay, the other one I did was Alice in Wonderland. And she is done with the Copics and the Polys. So, Copic for her face. Polys for the main work. There's a Distress ink background and a stamp used in the background. All these little white dots are done with the Uniball Signo pen. She turned out really cute. Okay, 2 pages there. Magical Dawn. Everybody likes this one. I like this book. Trying to finish it. It'll get finished at some point in time. We're doing this book all in the same colors. The greens, the blues, the pinks, and the purples. So we did this one over on this side. Carried that background across to the other side of the page. The background is done in Distress ink, and the coloring in this book is all done with Prismacolors. The stickles in here are all diamond, so everything that has a sparkle on it is done with the diamond stickles, and the pearls that we did in here are done with acrylic paint on a like stylus. I don't think I see it here, so usually I have that kind of stuff on my desk. This will be one of them. This is probably the one I used. Okay, this is a McGill 5mm. You get this in the art department of like Joann's or Michael's. It's for folding flowers. I just used it to paint the dots on there to make them look like pearls. And yeah, you notice I didn't clean it either. It's still there. So we did the crown also, Prismacolors. I got a lot of glitter on this one, and then of course the background I matched to this side, and we splatter it with a little bit of white dots on there also. So very shiny. Matches the shiny birds. And then we did these 2 pages. So kind of like a double spread. Did them on different videos though. So I did the lady over here, did her background, brought that background over here, and then did the birds on this side to match her. And like I said, it's all Prismacolor in this book, all done in the same pink, green, blue, and purple tones. Diamond stickles. The Distress ink colors back here are Victorian velvet, a dusty purple, and this is just the brown, probably gathered twigs. So that's it in that one. Okay. Emma's Tale is another book that I worked in. I like this book. So I did this little one here. Probably have to bring that up. So I did a stencil in the background with Distress ink, and the pencils are polychromos. And we did a little bit of the Pitt, what is it called? It's a Pitt pen. Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. It's got a brush tip to give off some of these little like cracky, watery things. And a little bit of that Signo White to do dots on the fishy. Wonder how many books I can set on that. Fairy and Fantasy 2 by Christine Karen. And we did this one here with the hydrangeas. That's what it's called. I did the same thing with the pearls, but I did this in a pearl-based paint, which is really pretty. And then I used it also inside every one of those little flowers. She is done with Copics on the skin and a pencil over the top. So polychromos on her. And Distress ink in the background. If you see this nice blurry background, that's always going to be Distress ink. Okay, I can't pronounce the name of this book or the person who has it, but it's gorgeous watercolor, very thick paper in here. And I did this page this time, polychromos, Distress ink, and thinking the white Holbein marker to come, or pencil, to do some of that work there. But yeah, that turned out really pretty, kind of soft look to those flowers. Okay, next I did 2 pages in Collage Wild 4 by Emmanuel Collin. I did the little tiger and the tiger gal here. Started off with Distress ink. Probably did a Copic on her skin. And after the Distress ink was put down, put a little bit of the polychromos over it, and then probably went back over it to darken areas with the Distress ink. When I have nice thick paper like this, or animals, I love to do them in Distress ink. It just brightens them up quite a bit. And we did the little cheetah girl here also. She probably has a base of Copic pencil on top. Always polychroma in this book. And Distress ink around this little guy's face, along with probably some of the slice tool, cutting in his fur, and probably adding some other colors in here also. But those were the 2 I used on here. It's a fun book to color in. Nice size too. Okay, we have 1 page in the Flora and Fauna book. It's up at the front. There we go. And I colored this one with tombos and polychromos. So the leaves were done with tombos, probably this little guy here. These are really small animals. I mean, they're about the size of my fingernail. They're tiny. Little butterfly is ridiculous, so it didn't take too terribly long. It's a really cute book. This book has got like repeat patterns in it. Some are black, some are white background. So it's a nice little book. I have to start a pile somewhere else because I think that's going to fall, and that's not going to be good. Okay, I've got this book. I love this book. I love the colors on that. It's one of those that has pictures in the front that you can take some ideas off of. I did the wolf page here. This is done in polychromos and little stickles. See the shine on those, so you know where that is. This is done in the lighter colored one, so this would be the I know the name of it. I've already said it like 3 times. Stardust? Yeah. Stardust one. It picks up the blues and stuff in there. The hint on these, if you want to use them, store them upside down like this, so all the stickles end up down in the bottom of the jar or bucket here, so when you use it, you don't have to shake them to get that stuff down there. Polychromos, and I think I used a little bit of the Holbeins for lightening, doing highlights on that. But yeah, I don't even think I put Distress ink on him. I may have, though. Did I use Tombos? Don't know. But yeah, love how he turned out. Books are going on this side now. Fairy and Fantasy 3, Grayscale by Christine Karen. We did 2 of these. Let's go the first one. Here we go. This is Faye Darling, and we did her in Copics, Tombos, and Polychromos. And she turned out really cute. And then when I was on vacation, I did this one. So if you watch the video for this, it's going to have some really interesting lighting. I did it outside in the early morning. So it's doesn't have the lights, you know, like these in here in my room. It has the outdoor sunshine and blue trees and everything. So it kind of looks like I'm doing it on blue paper, but it's this one. So I did her with polychromos, and I have a Posca on here. I had to go pick one up in town while I was on vacation because I didn't bring one. And I have the stickles, which I did bring, so she turned out really cute. Over here. I did one in Hannah Carlson's little book here. This was one of her new ones, Klaus. It's a cute, fun little book. And I did these little mice here with polychromos and distress ink background. So I had a lot of fun with that. We have stickles on these things too. It's just a fun little picture. All the pages in this one are really fun. So, yep, that one. We did a picture in Rita Berman's Summer. And we did the little ice cream here in polychromos. And then we have the diamond stickles on there and a distress ink background. And that one was a lot of fun. Victorian velvet in the background. Okay, then I have one in Mythographic Color and Discover Voyage by Joseph Cuttenbang. And we did the clock page. This one here. Okay. Did Polly's, Tombo's, and the background is in Distress Ink. Love how that one turned out too. There's no glitter on this page. I should have put some on. It would look cute. Anyway, that we got a lot of water on here, and some when I sprayed it, some of the Distress Ink went through. So always put a piece of paper behind if you want to save the page behind it. But yeah, turned out really cute. We did one in Moon Valley. In fact, we used the colors that were on the front of the book because we did this page, which is this page. So we did these in Karen Pablo's, the Pablo set. So this is done with Pablo pencils. Yes, there is a video on this. I have some little gold dots. I believe these were white dots at one time, and I just used a Posca gold pen and filled them in with gold dots, so they kind of matched the front cover. Yeah, I think that one turned out really well. Love that color palette. Then we have this one, Stories from the City Among the Stars by Hannah Carlson. And I've done a couple of these. So I did this little bird here, done with Tombo's Chroma Flow pencils and Distress Ink. Background is the Distress Ink, and then we got the little birdie here, the flowers, and diamond stickles all over that page. And then we have another one I did in here. Yes, I did both of these pages. I believe I did this one first and then did this one so that they would match. This is polychromos. And distress ink background for the clouds. This is Victorian velvet with a little bit of the gathered twigs mixed in, so it gives it a little bit more vintage look. And the diamond stickles on everything. Yeah. Okay. Then we have two in, I believe this is the Spring book by Rita Berman. Same color palette. Had the pencils out on my desk, so I thought I would just continue to use them. They're polychromos in pink, kind of a ivory color, the green and the blue. And of course, Victorian velvet background with the distress ink and diamond stickles. And then I have the butterfly, same color palette. Put some of the gold out here. I believe I did that with the stamp. Just took the gold Posca pen. It's a big fat one, and I colored on the stamp and then just stamped it down to get those gold speckles out there in the background. And I added a lot more brown into this coloration. And then we have all the gold stickles. So that turned out pretty. Then I have these two books. Annie Gregg Gerard. I'll start off with this one. Which one's in the front? This one here. So we did the frog. This would have been done in polychromos and distress ink. We did the little snail over here too. And we did the little dragon in the back. Same pencils, same ink. Those turned out really cute. Love these books. I don't know if I showed these before, but I have the cat in this one. And the my little guy here. These are done with polychromos and distress ink. See, those were a lot of fun to do. Those little dots made by the same little tool here to put in as feathers and in her sparkles and her pearls. Yeah, love these books. Okay, last book I have here is A Million Cute Animals by Roomy. And we did this kitty here, polychromos. We also used this tool to do the little fluff around her hat and down her rainbow here. Little kitty cat on the typewriter. Inked the green in the background. So that's distress ink. And yeah, we even put the pink over here so when I get to that side it'll match. I do that sometimes. So yeah, that'll be it. That's the last page I believe that I've done since the last ones you've seen. So, boom, there we go. A bunch of books. Sorry, I'll try to be a little bit better and do a little more of these a little quicker. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section down below. Like I said, everything that you've seen here in the books, there is a video for on my channel. All you have to do is stop, pause, have the title of the book, and you can go watch it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care now. Bye.